Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back. Oh, all the bots. What did they do? What happened? There were bots everywhere for a second. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, yes, hello and welcome back to Factorio Living with Biters, where in the previous episode we did a bit of work on the copper system to sort of finally get it going as fast as it possibly could. All of the miners, not the miners, well actually yes, all the miners and all of the smelters are running. So the belt is as full as it can get. In fact, the buffer system may even be filling up over there. Actually, it's already filled. Well, that's pretty good. We've got tens of thousands of copper plates in storage, which is... I'd actually prefer them to be on the belts right now, I'll be honest. Maybe we can do something about that. The thing is, it's already red belts. There's not much more we can do there, but we can rejig just exactly how said red belts are working. If we were to do something like this. And we'll bring this bit up a little bit. And where did it go? There's the fast belt. There we go. Now the full buffer system should be able to unload, which will increase the load on the belt. I've just got to hope that it doesn't go wrong and this belt ends up stopping while this belt carries on or something like that. But I think that won't happen. If it did, the system would be being loaded as quickly as it's being unloaded anyway. So that's probably okay. Oops, some gears. We've got slightly too much copper plate. I've also made it with one extra fast belt. I'm just going to get rid of that because that's really annoying. Small amount of modules. Modules aren't particularly important at this point, at least level 1s. The level 2s are far more important, but we have 42 of them. Also, I see that advanced circuits have built up on the line. That is brilliant. We will put these into here. This should give us all the remaining level 2 modules we need, I imagine. And I guess one more, seeing as it's there. There we go. System is running well. Things are building up nicely. We haven't yet got a build-up of circuits on the advanced circuit production, but that might get there. I mean, it seems like advanced circuits themselves are building up at the moment. A couple of biters playing some sort of chasing game there. Oh yeah, there's a rubber port up here that needs sorting. Because a power pole was destroyed. Newly built one as well. I guess the biters really liked the spot I'd built it in. Well, there's a couple of trees around as well. They're probably contributing to the biters getting stuck, maybe. Actually, if we move it away, then it makes it a lot less likely that the biters will actually get stuck on it. Because then there are no corners for them to get caught in as they run around. This is getting unloaded nicely. Actually, I don't see many bots around. Oh, there's a couple there. Let's have a look at it. The thing's nearly full, actually. What? That seems a bit weird. Are the bots busy? Actually, half the logistics bots are busy at the moment. We've got them ferrying so many different things from one end of the factory to the other that it's really quite annoying. I guess I will help them again, seeing as I'm here and I have some logistics space. Whoa! Oh, oh. Oops. I ruined it. They were all about to do the cool thing where they came and did the worm stuff and unloaded it, and I stole it just before they arrived. Oh, of course, they arrived in one big wave because I reactivated the logistics thing. That was why it was... Okay. Yeah, I did a derp. Now I've ruined it. I guess... Shall I put it back in the system? I guess there's... Yeah, there's bots on the way now to grab the stuff from me. There you go. Sorry, guys. I was just trying to help. Come on. The last bit. It appears some bots managed to run out of power for a second. Have some trouble recharging. Oh, come on. Someone pick this thing up. Somebody somewhere. Anyone. Anyway, we will go down to the main base. There's plenty of module stuff. Actually, no, we'll go up to the iron production in the north first. There we go. They finally took the copper ore. We'll be able to completely sort all of the furnaces up there, and then we'll just have some stuff in the main production area to sort out. then we will be finally completely sorted in terms of modules. I don't think there's anything else that needs them once it's all done. Oh, there we go. Nearly mined it instead there. Excellent. We've still got 12 left. So yeah, that's... We need like 10 more total or something. It's pretty awesome. All this belt back down. There's so much going on over here at the moment. It seems like everything's sort of shut down with the iron plates. Is there any way requesting them? I guess not. Oh, explosion. It's a belt. It's up in oil. It's on the top of that compound there, and I think that might be outside logistics range, possibly, or I may have recently fixed that. I guess we will go and see later on. Let's come over here. Still a good build up there. Not built up there, but then these things use like 20 standard circuits for every 5 advanced circuits or something crazy like that. We're missing 2 logistics spots. Have I picked them up? Probably. Yes, I have. There we go. Here we are. I probably should have checked on the module supply actually as I was walking past it. That would have made some sense. It's just a set of 8 electric furnaces now, and that is everything. So we need a total of 16 of these modules. So if we have 12 ready, then that's it. And we have exactly 12 ready. Of course we do. We will grab them, and we'll let the system build up a supply. We'll cut it down to 1 stack. No, we'll leave it on 2. It's got time to work. And we'll find more jobs for it in the future. Let's go down. Actually, let's use this red belt. It's probably slightly quicker. Oh, getting caught on biters. That does not make it slightly quicker. Getting caught on everything. Come on, there we go. It's a good job there's no like collisions between items on belts and biters, or this would never have worked at all. It would have been horrific. Oh wow, this still isn't getting to the end of the ammo production, even though we've massively boosted it. We've got 2 full yellow belts worth of ore moving non-stop. 16 copper furnaces with an unceasing production rate. It's a good job there's nothing requesting copper plates, because it would not get them. It's just not quite getting to the end. How's this going? Still, that's so annoying. This is the modules are practically fine now. It's just this now that's really still struggling. It's quite surprising that it's maintained such a stable amount of ammo. I'm not even sure what's using the stuff. Something's using it. Is it these? I guess it must be. They're still running. I've just sort of ignored them for a while, but perhaps they are. We don't have the capability of making the destroyers, do we? Which is a shame, but distractors are still useful. You can plonk them on a base and be pretty sure that base will be dead soon. I think they have the firepower of destroyers anyway, so... Oh, this is actually full. It's just these building up their last little bits. Everything is winding down. Excellent. Okay, well we have our 16 modules, so let's go put them away. Oh, more miners run out here. That's not good. It's actually been split in 2 now. So technically it's been split in quite a few bits, because they always mine the in-between sections faster when they're covered by more than 1 miner. How's this buffer system? Not as good. Oh, actually, these ones are alright. They've both got... Well, they've both got a chest full, actually. That's okay. It's interesting that it's the middle ones. That might suggest that things are emptying out or filling up or something. Not quite sure. Some sort of change is taking place. Oh, don't let him in. Come on, get out of the way. Is there still a biter in here? Yes, there are 2 of them still in here. They've still not caused any trouble, so I really can't complain. But let's finish off this, and with that... Oh, there's an attack. Oh, it's finished. With that, we have everything, I do believe, moduled. And all necessary production in place, so... I'm going to make my way over here to the end of this old steam engine column. This is the westernmost point of our factory, I think. There's that bit up there, that's not quite as far. Never gone beyond here. I should have probably set up some mining there. That looks really nice. Things look a lot more open in this area, but maybe it's because they've not got the biters loaded in them. I've never actually been there, just scanned it. There are quite a few places more open than all this that I could have set up in. I really could have done this better. I could have gone over here. I could have explored for a bit and found out that there was this lovely open space I could use. With copper right there, and there, and there, and iron, and coal, and stone, all around it. Might have been easier to defend. Also, I had this sort of vision earlier on when I'd scanned all this, that I was going to have the factory sort of spread more this way. Like, I purposely bridged this water, but the idea was that I could then use that to my advantage. As it is, it's going to cover this much and this much of the factory, which is not quite what the plan was. Like, there would have been better, and then have a wall like that or something. Or just scouted for a better lake location, or messed about with the generation settings to make more interesting terrain. That attack is still going on down there. But anyway, I'm going to start... I think, should I clear the trees? We don't particularly need to clear the trees. I'll not bother with them. I'm just going to get this blueprint out. Because we are going to begin building the wall. I've held off on this for a good long while because I was worried that it would just get wrecked by bots. It looks like some of it's been given to the main network, which is good. But we need to get this set up. And it makes more sense to set it up before we start shutting down the power and preparing everything. But for the moment, we don't want to do it in like full sections. We want to do it in lots of little bits so the biters can still sneak through. Because otherwise we'll never hear the end of it from them. They'll just tear everything down. But if we leave regular gaps, they should be okay about it. So I'll have belts all around it, that's fine. That can still work even when we're actually at war with them, because they'll run up to them and get moved along a bit. Possibly switching them to outward pointing belts would make more sense in the future, though they might just, like, stay at a distance and take out the belts instead. But yes, we are going to encase the entire factory, to the best of our ability anyway, in a massive defensive wall, and then... Ooh, that's not the blueprint. Still in my hotbar. And then... at some point we'll set up turrets. We'll get all the ammo and stuff set up, and then we'll activate it all at once. That is the plan. I want to line this up nicely with things, because having straight-lined walls is always better. We could try going along here, or we could try just going back around here, or we could do 2 layers. I was thinking of having sort of areas where there are 2 levels of wall. In case an outer one falls, there'll still be an inner one to protect more vital stuff. We'll do this here. And for the moment I'm just going to use this sort of single wall thing. I don't know if I'll change it later. There have been suggestions of double wall systems, and it does make a fair bit of sense, because we're in the unique situation where when we actually activate this whole thing, we will be, we'll be under attack from outside and inside. So having walls on either side of the turrets might make a fair bit of sense, so the biters will be a fair bit more annoyed about that. And it also will be quite a bit more difficult to set up, because the biters will stand in the middle of it as we're trying to build around them, and then they'll get trapped inside, and then they'll try and break out, and all sorts of horrible things will happen. Oh, I've already used up all my power. I forgot about that. We're down into the internal power supply of the personal robot port, or the internal charge of it. So I might want to try building these walls from a distance so that I can keep from my bots doing them, or just take out the personal robot port, let my batteries recharge and stuff like that. Clear a couple of trees. Yeah, this is why we increased belt production as well as wall production. Oop, there's an attack. It's on a belt, it's over here. Already, they're angry with it. Let's see what it's like. There he is. He's took out the belt, and now he's going for the wall as well. I guess I'll break that. I was thinking I should have left a space around here, actually. Why are you breaking the wall? The belt! You've come through the wall! You're fine! This is a particularly angry biter. He doesn't want any of this. He's like, no, I don't want you building this here. I'm going to destroy all of it. Where's he going now? He's off up that way. He had quite a journey. He's still going. There he is. That's where he wanted to go. Wow. Alright, we'll leave a gap on the end then. That makes a bit of sense. And we'll have sort of walls run around them in... not wall, belts run around them in case that sort of helps with the... with keeping them happy, maybe. Hello, Mr. Big Spitter. Oh, this is going on here. I did not set this up fully, so that might be... yeah, that's part of it. We'll keep the sections about this long, I think. This seems like a decent length. It's similar in size to the sort of compounds I usually build. Right, let's walk a long way away and then get these trees cleared. Here's our blueprint. Continue it this way. It gets a bit messy around here. There's a lot going on. There's a rubber port there. I'll put this in anyway. Extend it down a little bit further without knowing exactly what's going on. And then as soon as it's placed down, we can move in range of it because the main base bots will have taken up the task. Right, this looks like a place we can run this line along, but the rubber put is right in the middle of it. Straight through the middle of that. We could move it back, that might be okay. Looking at its position, I think that's fine. So we'll do that. But yeah, for the moment we'll hug the... oh, actually, that's disconnected stuff now, but we'll hug our facilities for the moment. And then probably have a larger outer wall that we pretty much expect to fail, because I'm pretty sure, like, this is not going to go smoothly. This is not going to be... all the biters will just drop dead from all the firepower I bring to bear. There will be turrets destroyed, there will be walls destroyed, there will be things that go wrong, and I imagine that I'll spend a lot of the initial wave just dealing with issues. We've managed to position that wrong, actually. Let's quickly move it. Just needs to move down by 1. Not a major issue, but it's more convenient. I am thinking of having quite a few requester chests and things around the network once we get things set up along the walls to keep the gun supplied. We're going to have laser turrets on the inside to quickly burn through our power and use it to destroy all the biter bases inside the wall, and then we'll have normal gun turrets on the outer wall for more long-term defense. That is the plan. Where did I put that? Blueprint, there it is. And quite possibly we'll be fully ready by, say, episode 100. That's sort of what I'm hoping for, but knowing me, we might end up missing that. But I want to make sure I'm fully prepared, because I don't want to just instantly die. And I feel like that might happen, whenever I do, potentially. But I've got to try and prepare myself as much as possible. Oops, I've used up all my my internal power again. It's not good. Set up the ending bits here. And then I think we'll sort of have this wall go here, and then we'll have another one that goes further out and covers like that iron deposit out there and things like that. It is possible, I guess, if we have the outer wall and the inner wall with enough space between, we could maybe activate the inner wall first. And actually, no, that probably wouldn't work. But if we had a bit more control over what bases we aggroed at any one time, then it would be really useful to just have the internals aggro first and deal with the external bases later on. But that's probably not going to happen. No, I thought it was out of range of logistics, but apparently it's further than I thought. Where to put this one? Through here? This is a bit of a mess. We could potentially have the internal wall as low down as this point. or up there. Let's inspect the area. We've got logistics network all the way, coverage all the way up to here. We want to go up to this deposit as well if we can. Maybe only construction bot coverage all the way, because it becomes less important. Though we don't want to lose our iron deposit really if we can avoid it. How's the coal going over here? We've got one miner run out. That's pretty good. There's still 9 left. That thing's been going forever. Keeping our entire coal power running. Though we're pretty much running entirely off solar panels these days. How's it looking? Yep, not a peep from... Oh no, that is steam. Not a peep from accumulators at least. That's always a good thing. Yeah, that is pretty good. Steam engines, are they capacity there? Probably not. I don't think they are. No, they're not. I'm just getting confused as to what the graphs mean again. Yeah, they've got capacity left, I think. Oh, it's just relative levels. There's no sort of limit or anything with that. How are these going? This is mostly good. This one up here is finished. Nothing else going on. What about around this side? This one's done. And this one. So we've just got this one single one here that's going to be going forever because it's got 18,000 iron to get through. We'll leave that to get on with it. It's got its own custom belt and everything. Not custom. Dedicated belt, that's the word. But we've reached the end for today. We will continue with the wall tomorrow and see how far we get with encapsulating everything. We're that far. I guess the problem is I've hugged the bases so much with my bases that there's no room in between to put the walls in. I would like a wall that really hugs everything. I mean, I technically already have that. I have the walls around the compounds themselves, but there's no space in the compounds a lot of the time for the actual turrets, so we would have to expand them a little bit. There's definitely some capacity for it, because there are places where I left room for one reason or another. We can merge them for a start and, like, for the first time in, like, 80 episodes, have these as one complete section and stuff like that. We can take out the gaps between because it no longer matters about the bases attacking because we're going to be killing them. But yeah, I should have put more thought into the whole wall plan earlier on and how I was going to make it work. I mean, I could pack up my base and put it somewhere else, but that would take forever. We're not going to do that. We're going to work with what we've got. We're going to build the wall as much as we can. We'll have backup walls to sort of balance the fact that some of our walls aren't particularly great. And we'll just try and make this as defensible as possible, as safe as possible, and try and make sure that we kill as many of the biters as possible in the initial volley. But with that, I shall say goodbye, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.